Hello, hello, this is Ark the Pie King back with another episode of Let's Play Super Metroid. I'm gonna go ahead and start up this here game, and I'm gonna talk about at least one or two things that I know I forgot to mention last time. Like, I picked up a pretty major power-up and just totally glossed over what it did. And we're gonna rectify that. So, give me one second, I'm gonna turn my computer's volume up just a bit. Much better. I forgot I could go down there. So the power-up that I picked up was the Various suit. That was a short trip. What it does is it reduces the damage you take by, I believe, a third. And the major reason that you need it, it's one of the required items, is it allows you to go into super hot areas without leaking hit points, without basically melting. Like this. And let's demonstrate that. On this screen you can turn items on and off, which is pretty neat. So we're going to turn the Various suit off, and now we're dying. But I'm a fan of not dying, so let's go with that plan. Weaker versions of the side hoppers. And just to show off the super missile functionality. Aside from that, I'm probably going to use regular missiles, because super missiles are a bit harder to come by. Now, one thing the Various suit does not protect from is lava. Touching the lava, you will still proceed to melt at a reasonably high pace. Let's see. I believe it's right there? Yeah, I believe it's right there. We're gonna get an item, because we're crazy and suicidal. Missiles are hidden there. Alright, now let's get the heck out of Dodge. That wasn't so bad, didn't even lose a full energy tank of hit points. Green doors have to be opened by super missiles. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that last time, but... fills up with... Oh, come on. I know I can make that jump. There we go. Alright, took a bit of a beating in there. No worries. More hidden stuff over here. Terrible timing on my part. And we get a pack of missiles. And that's a Ripper MK2. It's like a Ripper, only faster, and they can only be killed with super missiles. So usually it's just best to avoid them. It's possible with some tricky wall jumping to actually skip a segment. And I'm going to try one more time just to see if I can do it. Okay, one more time for realsies this time. That was just a practice. Alright, it's not going to happen. This is a tricky little room. I thought there was one more. Yep, there it is. I'm super good at this game. Alright, the door to the left leads to something that I don't remember, but I know this is the correct way. In here is just a room with some ever-spawning enemies and a very convenient pattern. I actually am going to get some of my hit points back here. One more should do it. That's good enough. I'm not going to die anytime soon. I think. So yeah, this is Norfair. Everything is made of lava and pain. For some reason, the fireballs that thing spits out can be shot for profit. I'm not sure why. It's straight across, ignored everything in this room for the time being. into another lava filling room. And through the secret hole in the ground. I hate this room. This room just, I don't know, it feels very dangerous. Spikes and lava and traps and stuff. Sinking, moving platforms that can be destroyed with super missiles, weirdly enough. And we are going to do a bit of sequence breaking in this room. Very, very, very dangerous sequence breaking. There's a strong chance I'm going to die from it, actually. But I'm going to try for it anyway. Normally you are expected to have the, well, you're expected to have an item called the grappling hook for this area. Obviously, I don't have any such grappling hook, so we're going to finagle our way across this through a lot of pain. How awesome. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. Usually it takes me a few tries. But we got the wave beam, which is a stronger beam than the spazer. However, it will actually combine with the spazer. And that's something that's really cool about this game, is you can mix and match beams. It's usually best to have all of the beams on it at any given time, but, you know. There it is. There's my exit. Okay, good. That wasn't so bad. The wave beam has the unique property of being able to shoot through certain walls. Also, it's just stronger. It does more damage. More damage is better. I really gotta stop trying to wall jump off everything. It really just slows me down. Alright, but on to our previously intended destination. There was not really going to be any avoiding that. It's amazing. As much as I love this game, I have to question, like, how anybody would find some of this stuff. And we have to run through this area. It's not very dangerous, but, you know, it's a thing. However, we're going to stop here and get these. Yeah, missiles are a dime a dozen. Super missile upgrades are a lot. Well, they're harder to get. I guess not really harder in most cases, but they're a lot more rare. The most... I'm probably going to get this number wrong, but I believe the most missiles you can have is 255. Then super missiles and another item called power bombs are 50 each. Oh, that was disastrous. Oh, this is turning out poorly. I mean, all part of my plan is what I, of course, meant. It's possible to get some really nice items in there, but it's almost impossible to get those wall jumps off. However, I am going to go ahead and head into this save room and then save. Alright, so now we've got super missiles, the wave beam, and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm gonna say that was probably a net gain, and I immediately lost it. Alright, so we got what we came for there. But the big item that we really needed was the speed booster to go ahead and advance. The wave beam was just a really nice added bonus that, again, we're not supposed to have at this point, but oh well. Thought I saved it, but I didn't. There's another one waiting. 98 energy, really? One off the max? Alright, only thing to do is just to plow through this. A failure. Those guys can actually be destroyed with super missiles, but that's it. Well, they're going to be hearing that a lot. Incorrect. Gotta destroy that and work my way through this. Like so. Not too hard. And we get the actual beam upgrade that we're supposed to be getting, which is the ice beam. It's a really neat sound effect, a cool little chill effect behind the beams, and everything takes forever to kill because you have to freeze them and then also shoot them again. But these guys can be frozen. Not permanently though, they do thaw. Don't you give me that. That was annoying. I couldn't go across. It was like I was like a pixel off, and when I bombed, it just, yeah, that didn't work. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. I always get hit by that guy. Like, I knew he was there, and there wasn't anything I could do about it. Alright, so now that we've got the ice beam, we're gonna make our way out of this joint. You don't technically need the ice beam to do this, but it's pretty dadgum hard to do it without. I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing, but she wants attention, and she's going to get real upset in a second that she's not getting pets. I love the speed booster sound. Yeah, lots of things can be frozen even if they can't be destroyed, although, surprise, surprise, those guys down there, the little chopper dudes that try to pull you into the water, they can be destroyed with super missiles. Whoever would have guessed? Certainly not me. I'll just destroy him. Like that. I was really hoping for health, honestly, but that's okay. This room is pretty terrifying, just in appearance. Those things will try to eat you if you touch them. They like latch onto you and like gulp. Well, they do this. I think they're supposed to be flowers, but as a kid I always saw them more as like mouths. Well, you know. And look at that. We can't go back the way we came. It's an orange door. Orange doors require some special attention. Specifically, they require super bombs. And by super bombs, I mean power bombs. I was thinking about super missiles when I said that. These are power bombs. Power bombs are awesome, but they're really kind of useless most of the time. They just look cool. Here, I'll go ahead and demonstrate for you. Haha, just joking. I wanted the missiles behind here. I have to wonder if they did that, you know, with the intention that you would go, oh, hey, I wonder what these do. One cool thing about power bombs, though, is that you can have them out and your fire button will still shoot your beam. There's some other cool things with the power bomb as well. I'm gonna see if I can show that off actually. If you have the charge beam, if you have the charge beam and one other beam type, and you switch to power bombs, something kind of cool happens. You will use up a power bomb, but you get an elemental, like, barrier. And it is different for, you know, every shot type. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Oh yeah, this is the wave beam without the spacer equipped. It's pretty cool. And finally, my personal favorite. I really like the sound it makes. We could go up this way, but there wouldn't be much of a point to it. I am, however, interested in seeing what's through this door, because I don't quite remember it, actually. Oh, I remember this. I should probably switch to a beam, well, just turn everything on, really. I'm just gonna go dive into this flower for more power bombs. It's a devious little trick. Unfortunately, now I have to deal with this. Luckily, I did manage to leave part of the floor intact, which was nice. Oh, right. I have to do that thing. Alright, onward. So now we've got power bombs, which means we've got a few more places to explore, because if you remember, we've seen a couple of orange doors, and we've also seen blocks with the power bomb symbol. I didn't really go over that at the time, but I did not mean to walk into a wall there. That was silly. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, a lot of these enemies can actually be destroyed by power bombs. I believe that the Rippers can. We'll go ahead and try that out next. This is an interesting room. See these little glowy guys? They light up the room. If you start destroying them, the room will start dimming. Okay, I can definitely make that jump. Alright, let's see. Let's ride this out and see how this goes. I have to keep him alive, I can't kill him. I'm gonna have to let this go, because I don't think I'm gonna make it much farther than that point. So we'll show off the dimming effect. See how the room gets just a little bit darker every time one of these guys kicks the bucket? See how the spikes are absolutely dominating me, and I can't really see what I'm doing too well? I also appreciate that they almost always drop power bombs, so you have a way out of the room. Let's see if this does... Yep, it does. Go ahead and get a full energy charge, because I really do need it. Missed the jump. Oh well. I really like the music in this game. It always feels, well, not always, but a lot of it feels like very mysterious. Like, yeah, there's all kinds of weird things going on. I wish I'd commented on it earlier. I love the Brinstar music, but I didn't mention it the way I wanted it to. I passed up that opportunity. Let's go this way. Pretty sure this is the direction I need to be headed in. Yep, because I'm going to run through here, and then drop a power bomb to head down. Yeah, gotta take out all these guys first. Little literal fireflies. Another room where I perform silly shenanigans. If you time it just right, you can actually jump on these before they disappear, and I always wanted to see if I could make it back to the top. It's actually quite a bit harder than it looks. I wasn't expecting to do it almost first try, because the timing is very, very specific. I'll just plow through these guys. I'm not really concerned about it. Down is a mini-boss. To the right is a save point. Bet you can't guess which one we're going to do first. This is not a save point. Apparently the answer was neither. Apparently the answer was go the wrong way. Samus, jump through the hole. Thank you. And give me one moment. I'm going to do a quick time check. Okay. Sitting at about 22 minutes. That's perfectly fine. Oh, pain. Alright, let's go fight this boss. Or mini-boss, whatever. The mini-bosses in this game are actually pretty big and dangerous. You have to shoot this guy right in the mouth. And I have wasted all of my super missiles. I am become error. Should be able to get 2 in there. There we go. He's really not that dangerous. Eventually he'll just start charging at you, and that's the really easy part. Yep, here it is. So yeah, if you'll notice, he's not really like taking damage per se, but he is backing up. There we go. He's not dangerous at all. And this was pretty horrifying and gruesome as a kid. Yeah, that's him just melting and suffering in the lava. Oh, you see the bubbles at the bottom of the screen there? Wonder what's gonna happen. He crashes through the wall and dies with the silliest sound effect ever. I'm gonna try doing something really, really dangerous. Well, I got the energy tank. Hey, you see those blocks at the top? I'm supposed to use the grappling hook. Now let's see if I can, make it back. Awesome. That went a lot better than expected, again. I think this is also a save point. Yep. Go ahead and save. Because saving is good. First, I want to see what's up that way. Jumped way too late. Alright. There we go. That's a little bit tricky to pull off. And I wasted a missile. But behold, we got more power bombs, and we still only have 5 super missiles. Should give you some indication as to how useful super missiles actually are. Like, they're so hard to come by because they shred bosses. Or you could be like me and waste them all on a crocodile with a closed mouth. Or crocodile, excuse me. They're also used to open those green barriers, which act like doors, but, you know, aren't. Just a little bit fuzzy on which direction I want to go, so let's try all the way down first. Try to hit rock bottom. Yep, this is the right way. Drop a power bomb to clear out all this, almost all the debris. Come on. And take a majestic flying leap up this way, so we can get the grappling beam. The grappling beam is the most fun and also most useless item. I love this thing. It's so cool. It's doesn't serve a whole lot of purpose, because as you can see... Uh-oh. I missed. So, as I was saying, as you can see, it, Jeez, that went a lot farther than I realized. What was I saying? Oh, I remember now. Okay. Totally lost my train of thought. It is kind of neat, but as you can see, it doesn't seem to serve a whole lot of purpose because most of the time, there we go, that was far more difficult than it needed to be. You can just shenanigans your way through. Yeah, the grappling beam, it's a lot of fun because you can do stuff like this. These are, I can't remember what they're called, but they're rippers that you can actually like latch onto, and it's kind of difficult, honestly. Don't really need to get the item up there, but, you know, I want it. Alright, so we're going to try another technique. This is another one of them hidden techniques. Sort of like the beam barriers with the power bomb. And it's not working. Incorrect. Doing that does do a ton of damage to you, so I'm only going to try this one more time. But that's called a Shine Spark. Got it. Ah, no! Darn it. Alright. That's fine. We'll just do it like that. Like I said, wall jumping can get you pretty much everywhere you need to go. You don't actually need the grappling hook for most purposes. But man, is it fun to use. Running a bit low on health here. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I don't need to use it. Don't know why. Like, I can just... Well, okay, maybe... No, I'm pretty sure I could make that jump if I was really dedicated. But I'm not gonna bother trying. Okay, so maybe there are a couple places where it's sorta useful. Oh, that was a mistake. I made an error. Oh well, I'll just wall jump my way back up, if I can. There we go, get some more missiles. And I think it's about time to start hunting a save point to wrap this episode up. Fairly certain I went over the 30-minute mark. It's not like there's a strict rule saying that I have to play for only 30 minutes, but I just prefer it. I love doing that. Oh, there was a save point down there. I'll go ahead and jump into lava twice. I wonder if I can make it out of the room without jumping into more lava. There we go. Perfect. I don't remember what's that way. Well, we'll find out next time. I need to go ahead and wrap this up. I think. I'm going to assume that I do. Alright. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. As always, I do appreciate it, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day.